Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a very positive and uplifting video for you all. I know that we all need it right now and it's a perfect timing for me to do this video. I've been trying to do this video actually for the last 3 or 4 months. I've just never got around to doing it. So now I'm going to be doing this because it is about the law of attraction and it's something that I put into my life every single day. It's what I believe in and it is what I love doing. I absolutely love the law of attraction. I tell everyone that I know. I put it on when I was working. I put it on work in the background and things like that. And I tell everyone that I meet about it because there's so many people that don't actually know about it still. And I just thought that I would spread the positivity vibe. So first of all, what is the law of attraction? So the law of attraction is basically whatever negative thoughts you have or positive thoughts you have, you are putting that out into what they call the universe. So, for example, it's about positivity and negativity, basically. So if you are putting out to the world, for example, you're saying, I've had a really bad day, could my day get any worse? You know, things like that, you're putting out into the universe. You're then going to attract more of the negative thoughts and more of the negative behavior, life, things, everything. So when you say, for example, could my day get any worse? What's the bet in that every time you say that, something else happens and you think, told you so. But that's because you've actually put that out there and you've focused on that thought and that emotion and it's come straight back at you. And it's actually quite powerful. So why don't we then replace it for the positive thoughts? So the positive thoughts, you're saying, okay, so things may have gone wrong today, but what you're going to concentrate on is what's positive in your life. So for example, be grateful for things. This could be small things. You could be grateful for the food on your table. You could be grateful for the walks you get to go on and the trees you see. You could be grateful for your children and for their laughter and for their health. You could be grateful for your own health. You can be grateful for so many different things. And this is what I try to do in my life every single day so that I'm attracting things that are positive. So I also wake up every day, for example, and I say out loud, I say, today is going to be a good day. And I smile about it whilst I'm saying it. I bring out the emotion and I feel it in my body. So I know that sounds really dramatic, but you've got to really feel it. Feel it's really going to be a good day. And then I can guarantee you, 100% guarantee you, your day is going to be amazing. And I'm telling you that now because I've been doing this for years and I'm not an expert on it or anything like that. And I only do this in the way that I do it. And I'm telling you it works because I've done it and then I've not done it and then I know what works and what. So do you see what I mean? I've practiced this for a number of years. I've done this since I was 18. So I know what works and what doesn't work. And I know it's easy for me to say, oh, just be positive. You know, you hear people say, just be positive, right? But you actually have to really work at being positive. You have to actually really say these things out loud. So when you're saying words and when you're saying things like, say, I am doing this. So for example, and I can and things like that. So not I can't, I won't, it's not going to happen, no, nah. You know, all of them type of words, they're very negative in the conversation. So one of the things that I've done that have attracted a lot of things in my life, I wrote down things. So there's a gratitude journal where you just write down what you're grateful for. You can do this at the end of the day, the beginning of the day, whatever time of the day, whenever you feel grateful for something, write it down. It's really as simple as that. Not only that, but I write down things if we're talking about dreams of our lives and how we want our lives to be. So I wrote down in my notes, this was about the last time I've done this quite a lot, but the last time I've done it where it's actually big things that have turned out that have actually appeared in my life when they in no other way could have appeared unless I'd done the law of attraction. And that was, I wrote in my notes something along the lines of, I am very happy because I've just moved into my brand new house. I'm sitting with a cup of tea and I'm looking at where my furniture is going in my new house that I've just bought. Now, I've done that a year ago. A year ago. A year ago, I wrote that down as well as other things I'm going to tell you in a minute of what I've done. You could also write things like, I am sitting on the beach in the Maldives, for example, if that's your dream. and I'm watching my children playing and making sandcastles whilst I sunbathe or whilst I drink a cocktail, whatever you're doing and whatever you want to, but you're saying it like it's happened. So you're actually writing it down like you're living it. You're there. You're already there. So you're saying, I am doing this and I'm very grateful for it. I'm very happy about it. You're putting that out there straight away. And that is what's going to be attracted back. Just see what I'm saying? So I also had a thing where I said my health is the best it's ever been. I'm very healthy. Thank you very much for my health. Things like that. And you're being grateful. You're thanking the universe. So you're thanking the universe basically for health or anything, whatever it is, right? What I'm trying to say, whatever it is, your dreams are different to mine. Everybody's dreams are different. And it's not all materialistic. It can be, like I said, health. So I wrote all that down, and obviously there's a big thing that you all know on my channel if you are subscribed here. If you're not subscribed here, please subscribe here and go and watch my previous videos to what I'm exactly talking about. But basically, rewind to last April. Last April, I've done a couple of things. I've done this before, and I'll say it again, but I'll tell you about my recent time of what I did. So I printed off in April of 2019 a picture of a house that I wanted, well, not the house that I wanted to buy, but a house. So that I printed it off, I put it away, I looked at it and I said, this is the house I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy a house. Mine was just like a symbol of me buying a house. It didn't have to be the house on the picture, exactly, you know, that exact address. But my thing was I wanted to attract into my life that I can buy a house. So I did that. I printed it off and then I put it away. Then from April, then I also wrote down, like I said in my notes, about that I'm sitting looking where I want my new furniture to go in my new, brand new bought house that I've just bought. I wrote all of that down in the notes as well as other things. Now, from the April to the September, I was self-employed. So I had I didn't even have a year's accounts, or maybe I had a year, I can't remember now. But I didn't have enough self-employment to be able to buy a house. It wasn't feasible. It wouldn't have happened. So yeah, and I also didn't have a big enough deposit. So roll on from the April to the September, and I went to the London Home Show, and I'd gone to see other houses previous before, because that's another thing I would say to you. Go and do these things, as in visit. For example, if you want to buy a house, go and look at these houses, whether you've got the money right now or not. You're attracting it by looking at the houses. You're going in and it's a visualization of what you're getting, just if that makes any sense to you. I did that quite a lot. But I went to the home show in September in London, and you know, because I vlogged it. I went there, and now there was a house, okay, that I previously wanted in the January, but it went quite quickly, right? It was built in the May, it was finished in the May, but it went quite quickly, it went under offer, and I was really gutted, absolutely gutted. And I thought, oh, okay, move on to the next house, that's fine, we're going to buy another house. Turns out that when I went to this London home show, they actually had that house come back up for sale. And I was like, wow. And it is my dream house. And I'll explain a little bit more in a minute, but it was my dream house, and wow, that was it. I put down my interest for it. I went to view it. I think it was a few days later. I went to view it, and straight away I was like, this is my house. This is my house. This is what I'm buying, and this is it. I went straight through all of the procedure, which I'll do in another video of how I bought the house, but not at the moment. I don't think it's the right time to do a video like that with everything that's going on. But yeah, I basically I went through all the steps, and that was it. I got a job. Straight away, because that was attracted into my life, because obviously I needed a job to buy a house, like an actual employment. So I got a job, and that also was the salary that I needed to buy this particular house and everything else. So I did all of that, and then when I got this house, so yeah, then I went through all of the steps. Money was appearing in my account that from previous things, I know, like business stuff like that. I wasn't actually expecting at the time, but I needed at the time to buy this house, and it was just appearing. So then I was able to buy this house, and I literally could pinch myself. I bought this house, right? And it's the house that I'm in now. So obviously, you all know you went through it with me, and I literally will tell you that it all happened in a very short amount of time, and it's all down to law of attraction. I truly believe that, and there's, you know, I've lived it, so I know. I wasn't in a position last April when I printed that picture off and when I wrote down those notes, and every day that I also practice it every day. So I didn't just do that and leave it. I did that, and then every single day in my sort of ritual, whatever you want to call it, every day in my head I was thinking about it. My house that I'm going to buy a house, and it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait, and it's exciting. I put all those emotions out there as if I was living that life, and literally within the space of a few months I was doing that. I was on the ladder. I was buying my house, and it's the biggest dream I've ever had. Obviously, you would have seen my movie vlogs and everything else, and you would have seen my empty house tour and the emotions that came with it, because it's been the biggest dream that I've ever had, and it just came like that. I've had this dream for years, but I actually put the practice of law of attraction in that year, and that is the year that I managed to get this house. So also, don't get impatient. Don't sit there and think, I mean, it's not advised to sit there and think that you're going, if you put out these things today, that tomorrow it's going to happen. You're putting these things out. Don't get impatient. Don't get put off, you know, if it isn't happening the next day. You know, we're all impatient, but it will happen for you. I can promise you, if you just keep saying it and doing it every single day. Other things that I did attract into my life is things like my Range Rover car. That's my dream car. I attracted that into my life in a very similar way. About 4 or 5 years ago now, I also attracted my teeth. That was actually the first thing I actually ever attracted into my life, because I actually practiced law of attraction. I did a dream board, and the first thing on my dream board was my teeth. And again, I wasn't in a position to get my teeth done. I got quoted £10,000 to get my teeth done. I never had that kind of money. But actually, it turns out that someone came into my life, because I attracted that person, you see, gave me their recommendation that you could get your teeth done in Turkey. And I was like, oh, wow, and for a lot cheaper price, and it's just as good. So that's what I did, and that's why I have teeth like this. So there is so many things that I have attracted, literally so many. The biggest one has got to be my house, and I've been wanting to speak for so long, just to let you know that actually I attracted this into my life. But things that I also do as well, and this could be good for stress and everything else as well, so it's not like just law of attraction, I suppose, is mindfulness meditation. So I do that overnight time. I put it on my phone, go on YouTube. There's loads of them. There's mindful meditation everywhere on YouTube. And I put my headphones in, and I literally be present. And that's what it's all about. It's about being present and relaxing your whole body down and thinking and feeling things that are that make you present, basically, instead of worrying about yesterday or tomorrow, or anything like that. So that's another thing that I do, mindfulness meditation, and my mind's always going, and that's another thing, because it's, you know, things with people with anxiety and stuff like that, that is a really honestly good recommendation for, and I really do highly recommend doing mindfulness meditation. So yeah, so basically, law of attraction. The other thing that I do, and I recommend so much, there is a book called The Secret. You probably already have heard of it, but if you're into reading, obviously you can go ahead and order the book. But I actually prefer visual and audio. So what I do, which you could also get the audio of the book, but what I do is on Netflix, The Secret is actually on there. It's like a documentary type style thing, and it literally goes through everything about law of attraction and all of that. I'm going to jump onto another point of mine, which is I'm in the process of attracting, actually, and basically my health. So I've said it a few times on my channel that my health isn't the best, and that is a bad thing to say, by the way, just to let you know, and that's why I try to be cautious about how I say things. Long story short, I'm going to just say it. So long story short, I was diagnosed with a kidney disease 2 years ago now, and obviously it's not a very good thing. Now, I'm trying to be careful what I say, just see what I mean. I'm trying to be careful. But long story short, a few weeks ago, I managed to I was at work, and I put on The Secret on Netflix and just listened to it while I was working. And I hadn't done that since Christmas. So it picked up where it resumed when I last watched it, and basically I put it on, and I had an appointment coming up, which you would have known in one of my vlogs. I had an appointment coming up for this condition, and you know, every year that I have that condition, have that appointment, it's to see if I've got, if I've declined or anything like that, my kidney function and things like that. So, long story short, I basically was listening to it, and it was talking a lot about health, and it was saying about, because that's another thing, don't think it's all materialistic stuff that you can dream for. It could be your health, you know, anything that you want in your life, you can attract it by doing these things, by speaking out loud, by thinking and putting the emotions in and thinking positive. It really is a thing. So that's what I was saying. So I literally went on, I was listening to it, and they were talking about health, and they were talking about, you know, the people with really bad health conditions, and they were saying that they were saying basically that if they say to themselves every day, I am well, I am very I'm healthy, I have, you know, things like that, like I'm healthy, I am well, I have never felt so healthy, etc., etc. You get the gist of it. Then you're attracting the fact that your health is going to get better, and you're going to have a healthy life. So I did that, and a week later I had my appointment, and it's actually, I mean, it is in the process, and it's just a small step, but it just proves how powerful law of attraction is, because I've, like I said before, a year ago in my notes, not only did I ask for a house, basically, in my notes, not only did I talk about a house, but I also spoke about my health on there, because it's very important to me, because obviously of my condition, but it is very important. Now, I did that a year ago, and then it got brought to my attention about health in law of attraction, and I listened to it, and I practiced it every day. I said every day, I'm healthy, I'm this, you know, all of them type of things. And when I went to my appointment, he said to me, you haven't declined whatsoever, which makes us now believe that you may not have a kidney disease. And we are going to investigate what else it actually is, which isn't as bad, and it will not end badly, if that makes any sense. I don't want to say the words, like, it will not end your life. It will not be a definition of what's to come. So I was like, wow, that is amazing. I went home and I spoke to my mum, and I told my mum I've been listening to The Secret, and it's just even made it even more so that it works. So yeah, I do currently have an appointment coming up. Don't know if I'm going to get that appointment because we're all in isolation. However, I'll let you all know how that goes, because I'm going to have an MRI and things like that. But it's all positive stuff. It's stuff that normally you get diagnosed with things, and that's normally it. But not for me. I have not declined in 2 years, and it's just the most amazing thing that could happen. And this is why I'm talking about law of attraction as well. Your health is very important, and as at the moment, we all know health is very important. And health is wealth. I always stand by that quote, always stand by it. And think about when you're saying you're grateful for things and things like that, be grateful for your health. Be grateful for things like food. Be grateful for your children's laughter and their health. Be grateful for the grass. Be grateful for the trees. Be grateful for things like that. Materialistic things are not important. They're really not. Obviously, if you want those things, you can attract them. All I'm trying to say is you can attract anything in your life if you want it, right? You really want it. You're going to put in the work. You're going to really believe that that is going to be your life, whatever it is. Not everybody wants a millionaire lifestyle. Not everybody wants that. Some people just want to be healthy. Some people have been diagnosed with really bad health conditions, and they just want to be alive. So what I'm trying to say to you is just be grateful. Practice things, say things out loud, and go and watch Netflix. Go and watch The Secret on Netflix. I really do highly recommend that you go and do that. Also, YouTube, they have loads of videos on the law of attraction. I was just doing a video today to basically let you know, and to let you know what I've attracted in my life because of the law of attraction. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and I'm sending all the positive vibes out to you, and I hope that you're having a good time. I hope that this experience that we're all experiencing at the moment in the entire world, I hope that we all look for positives and be grateful for what we actually have. So yeah, I'm going to leave you all there, and if you did enjoy this video at any point, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell button so you're notified when I next upload a video. And I'm going to go for now. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.